All right, didn't unmute for a reason. In the next fight, Charles Jourdain. Do you see what he did there? I don't know. I kind of enjoy it. Those are the dad jokes in me that I love the wordplay. He is plus 245 underdog versus Duho Choi, who's minus 290. Yes, that Duho Choi, who is finally back from his mandatory Korean military service. The person that looks like a K-pop star but will beat you to a slow burning death is finally back. The Korean Superboy. We have all missed him. On the Jourdain side, he's coming off a loss to Des Green. Yes, that Des Green, who's probably going to be going away for a long, long time after a devastating car accident and multiple fights later. Sorry, that's a side point. That was his UFC debut. One thing that I noticed looking into this fight a little bit is any name that Jourdain has ever fought. This is on the Canadian circuit, any like pseudo name on the Canadian circuit, or coming to the UFC fighting against Des Green, he's lost. He's lost a decision, or he even got subbed earlier on. Well, it was more amateurs, but either way, I don't think he's this caliber. I think they are really trying to give Duho Choi a softball in his return. I mean, the odds indicate that huge as well. And obviously, we all want to see vintage Duho Choi back. I mean, he was a sight to see. It was beyond impressive. He was super violent, and then he went up against an upper echelon and couldn't quite get it there. I'm going to pick Duho Choi because I don't know how you can't, but I would stay away from a bet, not just because it's minus 290, but he's been out of the cage for 2 years. So, big asterisk there. But I'm excited to have him back, and I hope he comes back and shows vintage violence fashion that he can do. So, Mike, how do you feel about Air versus the Korean Superboy?
I really like the Korean Superboy. I think that after being over in the military for 2 years, that he's going to come back super disciplined and super healthy and strong. I mean, I don't know how their military is, but I know that our military over here in the USA, they're the strongest, the men and women that you could ever make, and they hump all day with 100-pound plus packs on their back. And I just see that being just the motivation for him to come back here and to make a name for himself again versus Charles Jourdain. I never even heard of this guy until this event. And I just think that this is a perfect opportunity for them to throw a little fluff ball up for Duho Choi. I think Duho Choi knocks this guy out pretty fast.